Hey everyone, welcome to Coach MirandaMiner's Daily Crypto Technical Charting, Fundamentals, and Traders Quotient in 45 minutes. Sorry about that, I'm a bit late because sabi ng streamer ko, I thought you are on leave, Coach MirandaMiner. Bakit ka naglalag in? Sabi ko, I just need to be online because I need to help my community and give them some insights, no? So I hope that you are all doing well today. I hope that you are well and your Monday is very very good. Kamusta ka naman? Sige nga, type number one kung ikaw ay okay. Magkamustahan muna tayo sandali before tayo mag-start. Today is July 19, Monday, 10:06 p.m. Manila time, 10:06 p.m. Manila time, 10:06 morning there in Eastern Time Zone, and 5 in the afternoon there in the Middle East. Siya nga pala, advance or happy Eid um, sa inyong lahat dyan sa Middle East. Sana mag-enjoy kayo at kung kayo man ay naka-long leave, enjoy nyo yan. Have a very meaningful Eid para sa inyong lahat. Alright, so magandang magandang gabi. Without further ado, let's try to dive in already. Bitcoin is down 30,563. Wala pong bago dyan. Finorcast ko na yan kahapon. Sabi ko sa inyo, this will go down to around 30,000. Sana inantay mong mag-shorting. No? Sana nag-abang ka na sa 31,500 dahil si Coach ay meron ng inabangan dyan at kumita na tayo dyan. Alright, so sana inabangan mo yan. Nag-antay sabi ko kahapon, bababayan, and I hope that you're able to take advantage of that. Ethereum is actually on the same trend. All of the other top 10 coins, bagsak po silang lahat, followed the BTC dominance. No, BTC dominance, Bitcoin is currently down negative 3.58%, Ethereum down 7.16%, Binance Coin down negative 7.75%, Cardano down 5.27%, XRP down 5%, Dogecoin down 9.48, and then Polkadot down at 9.42. Ang bukod tangi lang po, ang bukod tangi na uh, na flat in the top 10 are the top 3 stable coins, namely US dollar Tether, Binance USD, and USDC coin, no. Before we formally go with our Bitcoin ETF, na very good news yan, I just wanted to mention na true to my forecast, if the Tether USDT is currently down 61.9 billion already. Okay? USDC coin is currently up 26.6 billion. And then by the way guys, Binance USD kahapon nasa number 10, ngayon nasa number 9. Whew! Grabe, nasa number 9 na po. Nasa number 9 na po ang Binance USD, which is a stable coin as well. Kakasabi lang natin kahapon, merong risk ang Binance, pero tingin natin this is a conspiracy, ginagawa ng issue ng mga potential na kalaban, no, in the number 10, in the top 10 stable coins. So antabayanan natin yan, Within the top 10, you have the top two coins, which are Binance Coin, and obviously your stable coin BUSD is currently number 9 at 11.2 billion US dollars. Ang bilis umakyat ng stable coin na to from a market cap perspective, no? Napakabilis. All right. As I've said, finorcast ko yan kahapon, bababa talaga ang Bitcoin to 30,000. This could further even test the 30,000 level. No, it's actually due to go down. It's due not to go down, but it's due to break out already or breakdown. I will show that to you later on. No? Yung consolidation apex na-achieve niya na. Na-achieve niya na, no? Malapit na. All right, and then let's try to go on. What do I mean by my my headline today, which is grayscale, turning Bitcoin into Bitcoin ETF, no? Grayscale Bitcoin, turning them into a Bitcoin ETF. What does ETF stand for? Ano ba ito? What is it that you need to know as a trader? What is it that you need to know from a fundamental perspective? At ano ba yan, no? Let's try to define first what is an ETF, no? ETF actually is something na hindi lang available sa cryptocurrency. ETF is actually available. It's an exchange traded fund, or ETF. It's a type of a security that tracks an index, sector, commodity, or other asset, but which can be purchased or sold on a stock exchange, and the same as a regular stock. Okay. Siguro if you're familiar guys, may mga tokenized stocks na tayo. Remember, we have tokenized stocks sa Bitcoin. May mga tokenized stocks in Bitcoin that you could actually trade. It's a stock but you could trade it in the Bitcoin world, no? This time, ang gustong mangyari ng mga nasa stock market, gawing ETF, no, or exchange traded fund si Bitcoin. Okay, for them to be able to play it not just within the cryptocurrency world but within the stock market world. Okay, so for example, ano ba ang well-known na what's this? Ano ba ang well-known na mga ETF? So this is the S&P 500, no? S&P 500, which can be tracked on the S&P 500 index. So when you open the S&P 500, it would show to you the index that can contain, no, an ETF that can contain many types of investments. Pwedeng group of stocks, commodities, bonds, etc., etc., etc. So yan, S&P index actually is a Standard and Poor's 500 index kung saan ito ay bumubuo sa 500 biggest, largest publicly traded companies in the US. No? That is the S&P 500 on top of the regular index market, no? Parang sa Pilipinas, yung PSEI is composed of around 30 biggest index stocks in the Philippines, no? Jollibees of the world, the SMs of the world, no? Ayan. So, ang gusto ng Grayscale is actually one of the biggest hedge fund or capitalists, that's actually trading Bitcoin in the whole world as of today. Sabi ng CEO niya, we believe that we are only a couple of maturation points um, to have the United States from its very first Bitcoin exchange traded fund, no? Traded fund. So very, very fresh yung siyang kanina lang yan in-announce, no? So if not when, for US Bitcoin ETF, regulators currently have 13 ETF applications under consideration, and the US lags behind neighboring Canada when it comes to giving them a green light, no? Years of application and rejections have gone by, and some believe that an ETF would ultimately create bearish price pressure for Bitcoin in the long term. So may mga humaharang yan, they don't want it to be traded in the stock market kasi sabi nila, iba ang ugali ng cryptocurrency. We don't want to be regulated. We don't want to be traded outside. We want to have our own. So we want to only, control what we currently have. Kaya nga kami umalis sa stock market, di ba? So anyways, sabi ng Grayscale CEO, the firm is 100% committed to transforming Bitcoin product, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, no, to ETF once conditions are right. Tingnan natin kung matutuloy yan. Let's see, no? It's interesting. And why did I discuss ETF? Grayscale. Kahapon diniscuss natin, sabi natin, because of the unlocking, a total of 16,000 Bitcoins, 16,024 Bitcoins were unlocked yesterday. Sabi natin kahapon, this performance can potentially go down. Actually, I'm declaring victory, no? Kasi sinasabi ng lahat, babagsak sa 28,000 yan. Babagsak yan sa 29,000. Ino-hold pa siya ng 30K. Pero tingnan natin, baka bumagsak pa to kahit konti. No? Baka konti bumagsak pa to kahit, pero sasaluhin to ng 28K pinakamalalim. No? So, ingat pa din. Wag maglalagay ng liquidation line within the 28,700 to 30,000. Baka mahagip yan. Sinasabi ko sa'yo. Wag mong, do not use 20x leverage if you're buying long today in Bitcoin. Okay? Let the other retailers, magcapitulate. No? But nothing is new there. Kasi if you've noticed, meron ng mas malala dyan around June, mid of June. Mas malala yun, di ba? So, nag-unlock na sila pero hinold pa rin ng 30,000. In fact, nagkaroon ng konting bullishness to 31,000 and even 32,000 yesterday because of the whale na pumasok. Pero sabi sa forecast natin, this can potentially become a bit bearish, no? Pero sabi ko nga kahapon, hindi yan magbebenta lahat, no? Because of it's gonna be sold on a discount. Okay? So everything as usual, lahat ng news na nakikita ko ngayon are just a rehash news, no? Walang bago. All of the news are being recycled news of the performance, yung actual performance. So if you're actually trading, kung nagtitrade ka ngayon at ikaw ay nag-i-invest, Kung ano man yung takbo ng coin, yun lang ini-interpret nila. No, nothing is really new. No, nothing is really new. I've been looking for other news kanina pa. No, aside from obviously the geopolitical issues. Biden accusing China of the ransomware. Tagal na yan, no? Meron pang, ayan pa yung sa 10 summit ng Russia and US. They were expecting that to be discussed between Biden and Putin, the ransomware cryptojacking attacks, no? They were even hoping na the crypto enthusiasts and the maximalists, so to speak. Kasi sabi ko maximalist, sila yung mga talagang hardcore Bitcoin diehard fans, no? So sabi nga nila, oh, baka may i-discuss si Biden sa 10th summit, baka magkaroon ng pronouncements, wala naman binigay, no? So, anyways, another one, another potential is Bitcoin drops as investors buy 22K and 20K puts. So this is actually an options market. No, siguro gagawa ko ng isang article or isang kasi gumawa na ako ng stock market 101. Siguro I'll make an options 101 para sa inyo, no. But on a very very high level, ang tinatawag nating options market is also similar to futures market, parang derivatives market lang din 'yan, no. So meron silang tinatawag na calls and puts, no. Calls and puts, which are two important ways, no. Two important ways for you to understand options. Basically, call option gives the right to the holder to buy a stock, no? And a put option is the right for the holder to sell a stock. Kaya siya tinatawag na option kasi you have an option. When you buy the stock, you have an option not to sell it. Ang mangyayari dun sa options contract mo, magiging stale contract yung wala ng value yun, no? So kumbaga, you're given 30 days for example and you wanted to buy a stock at this particular price, no? You have an option to sell it, but if your selling price is not met, then wala nang value yung ano mo. Wala nang value yung options mo. It's a contract as well. It's a derivative, no? It's like futures, but unlike futures, you need to sell it. You have an obligation to sell the particular derivative asset. All right? Yan. So let's further continue with some of our news aside from the ETF. I'm actually honestly from an ETF perspective, hati yung market no. Hati sila eh. Some are thinking na ETF, if you push an ETF, it can drive the bearish mentality kasi baka alam niyo yung mga sikat na mga mahilig mag-short ng mga stock. May mga ganyan may mga sikat na ganyan, may mga sikat na ganyan ng mga hedge funds na they're very famous on shorting the stock. That's why bumababa sila, no. And that is what the cryptocurrency world doesn't want to have, no. We still want it to be decentralized kahit na Binance is a centralized organization. We still want it to be decentralized. Konti lang yung tinatawag natin mga institutions, ang tawag natin sa kanila mga whales, no. But if you go to the stock market, ang tawag sa kanila institutions or instis, no. So we don't want that in our world. We don't want that in our world. So that's what we would like to be able to tell you guys na kapag meron kang tinatawag na potential ETF, ang tingin ng mga maraming retailers baka bumaba yung particular coin. Pero my opinion is this is a very small, I think this is a small portion of the cryptocurrency world. Cryptocurrency currently is around 1.45 trillion dollars from a market capitalization standpoint. So I think that it's still relatively not small, but relatively not big naman to be able to impact the entire bullishness of the Bitcoin world. No, in fact, it's just an ETF. It's not necessarily trading within the Bitcoin space. It's a creation of an ETF that could be traded within the stock market. All right. Ayun. So another potential positive naman ng news na yan is that if you have a Bitcoin ETF, potentially dadami yung mga mas lalaki yung adoption because to be honest with you guys, marami pa rin sa mga nasa stock market ngayon ang tingin sa cryptocurrency is a scam. Sa totoo lang, ang adoption ngayon, sige, actually let's try to use this question. Sige nga, lahat kayo, sige, i-type nyo nga dyan. I need you to respond to this question. Type there in the chat box. Ilan sa mga friends ninyo, ang may alam ng Bitcoin? Out of 100 friends, sige nga, ilan sa friends ninyo, sa family nyo, sa angkan ninyo, sa mga relatives ninyo, ilan dyan ang may alam ng cryptocurrency or ng Bitcoin? Ilan sa kanila ang may hawak ng Bitcoin at may wallet? Sige, sagutin niyo 'yan. Mag-aantay ako. Wala? Okay, zero. Si Ralph, dalawa. Si Christian, dalawa. Okay. How about the others? How about the others? Do you have any friends, relatives? Sa 100 tao, isa lang daw. Okay. Si El Chugba, dalawa. Si G, 10. Si Mark, 3. Okay. Okay. So sabihin na natin I'm getting the average, I'm getting the average. Kung ang average natin is kung ang ating denominator is 100 at sa lahat ng number na binigay nyo, ang pinakamataas na nakita ko is 10, ang pinakamababa is 0, nangangahulugan na pwedeng ang adoption ngayon ng cryptocurrency is just within 5%. 5%. No? At baka nga iba pa, baka nga iba sa kanila hindi pa nagsa-stock eh. 'Di ba? And some of them that are in the stock market are not even interested of crypto at all. And hindi mo sila masisisi kasi nga ang daming manloloko ngayon sa ano. Guys, napakaraming manloloko ngayon. Sobra, no? So sobrang daming manloloko, yung mga hindi alam ang cryptocurrency, sila yung mga naloloko at yung mga madaling maloloko yung mga nagbibigay ng mga wallet address, 'di ba? At kung ano-ano pa, no? So I think it's not their fault not to believe, but I think us people like us in this industry, we need to be we need to evangelize the beauty of the cryptocurrency ng mas maayos, no? I think kailangan natin maging evangelist ng crypto by being a model to them, no? And going back to my topic, I think that having an ETF can potentially introduce the cryptocurrency in the stock market world, no? Sa totoo naman nakikita ko naman kasi I still do trade in the stock market. I see naman that the stock market world, lalo na sa Pilipinas na napaka-bear, siguro kung kulang na lang tawagin nating matandang oso yung stock market ng Pinas ngayon kasi nag-correct sa 7,000 points eh. Bumaba, no? So pag bumaba, wala ka halos volume. Yung mga tao na buburyong na sila na parang lalo na kung galing ka sa guys, kung galing ka sa crypto at magsa-stock ka, ako bukas aalis ka na. Kasi naku, napaka-bear, napaka-choppy, hindi lang sa volatile, dry. Hindi umaangat eh. Puro doji yung candle. Puro doji yung candle. No? So, I think there's still a potential of the adoption ng Bitcoin on the space of stock market. All right? So, let's now quickly go on some of the futures market data. I just wanted to make sure I add this to your extra information. No? So, hanap tayo ng mga... Okay. Siguro, bigyan ko kayo ng Crypto Market 101. When you say open interest in terms of dollars, ito yung tinatawag nating sa futures market, ito yung amount of futures na hindi pa nase-settle. Ito yung because futures is a contract, nakatenga yan dyan sa futures contract. 2.2 billion pa yung hindi nako-close, hindi na open contract ngayon, in Binance, no? In Binance. Under USDT pair. Sa Bybit, they're using BTC USD. It's currently 1.06 billion. Pinakamalaki pa rin si Binance from market share perspective, 28.89%. Ito yung mga top 10 ranking, no, of different exchanges, no. When you go to Ethereum, pinakamalaki pa rin si Binance in terms of open interests. Almost close to 1 billion ang open interest ng Binance ngayon for Ethereum USDT, followed by Bitfinex currently at 521 million or half a billion. Yung funding rate na nakikita mo dito, ito yung funding rate na i-charge sa'yo every 8 hours, no? Ang gawin mo, if you are playing futures at nagiiwan ka ng futures dyan ng matagal, tumingin ka sa transaction history ng futures mo. Every 8 hours, you will see meron kang charge equivalent sa percentage point na to. So for example, meron kang $100 na contract sa BTC. Meron kang charge dyan na whatever is the funding rate. Let's say Binance is at 0.0100%. So that is the charge, the funding rate na china-charge sa'yo ng Binance because you're staying there and you're still not pulling out your money. Okay? That's a quick 101 for you. And then ETF, yung nag-usapan natin kanina, yan. Actually, Canada already has their own ETF, unlike the many in Canada have their own ETF, unlike in the States. Sabi ko nga, open interest, when usapan na natin ito, let's look at funding rates. Just a little bit of 101 sa inyo, no? Okay. Let's try to look for other information for you guys. No? Okay, hang on a second. We're done with ETF, no? Okay, Bybit, we're already done with this. For BTC premiums, we're good with this. Bitcoin unlocked, tapos na natin i-discuss to. Let's try to look for other news. Walang bago, guys, walang halos bagong news ngayon. Let's try to look for Bitcoin news. Okay, sabi ko nga, lahat is just a rehash, no? It's a rehash of the existing price. 31K daw, blah, blah, blah. So, wala halos bagong news. Okay, let's try to do our charting already. No, we have reviewed already our prices. Just give me a second. Let me just try to pull up our charting. Okay, sana wala naman sa inyo yung na-scam dun sa Tether, ha? Sana wala naman. Ayan, sabi ko nga, yung PSEI, bagsak na naman eh. Ay, nako, PSEI, kailan ka ba titino? Ay, nako, nakaka-boring sa PSEI, ano? Oh, breakdown na naman eh. Breakdown. Hang on a second. Anyways, let's go to BTC now. Let's try to just quickly chart this one. So volume-wise, medyo mababa, no? Mababa pa tong volume na to. All right. You will notice na just couple of observations lang muna tayo from a volume perspective, ha, guys. Volume perspective, couple of observations. Makikita mo dito na this particular formation is forming lower low candles, no? Ito meron din siyang lower low formation dito, pero mataas yung volume niya. So if you compare this particular formation, hindi ako naniniwala na this is a lot of whales pulling out their money, no? Kasi it's trying to register another a lower low a lower high formation, and then here it's forming a lower low candle. But if you think about the support na ginagawa nito, hindi siya sinusuportahan ng volume, no? So pwedeng ang nangyayari, the Bitcoin market, actually it's the retailer who are actually trying to bring down this market, no? Siguro may konting whales diyan, pero hindi karamihan kasi the volume is not parallel. It's not apples to apples, no? If you just strictly look at the volume itself, no? Anyways, aside from that, I posted this kahapon sa aking Twitter, if I remember correctly. Let's try to look into that. And of course, if you're new to my channel, lagi kong ginagawa to, but siguro I'll probably do it again. This formation, no? I always do it, and I actually teach this sa Classico, no? So you have your trend intensity breakout, breakout with intensity effect, initial run up, consolidation. You have your trend resistance breakout where the magic happens. You have your pullback here. You have your support identification. You have your consolidation here. And obviously, what we are just waiting to happen is yung tinatawag po natin na breakout or breakdown. Okay? Breakout or breakdown po yan. So anyways, akit tayo dito. Gawin natin to. what I am actually noticing here is obviously it is a consolidation, but you're also actually seeing a very interesting looking flag, no? So let us try to look at this flag once again. Okay. I think anytime soon this will break out um of this particular triangle, no? Um just give me a second, guys. So if you look into this, I'm thinking from a date perspective, from a date range perspective, 12 days is dalawang linggo na lang to. Dalawang linggo na lang to. No, baka it can further kailangan maka-recover. Inaantay ko yung debate ni inaantay ko yung debate ni Jack Dorsey tsaka ni Elon Musk, eh, 'di ba? Inaantay ko yung debate nila, eh. Pero 12 more days, we'll see. 12 more days. I remain very bullish. I remain very bullish on this just because based on my review of the other indicators, wala pong malaking news, eh. Walang malaking news na nangyayari ngayon. Kung meron man, ito yung mga news about the centralized markets such as Binance, no? And the volume doesn't make any sense to me. The volume doesn't make any sense to me. So, if there is any prediction that I could give you, this is just a prediction. Okay, let me go down to 4 hours. Give me a second. Okay, so let me try to do a parallel channel. And then hang on a second, guys. Mm, Okay. What I can say though, what I can say is that obviously it's a sideways trend, no? From a 4 hours perspective. Yung mga simple breakout, breakdown, eh. Pero within the triangle pa din, eh, no? Within the triangle, itong part na to, guys, itong part na to. Malapit na 'yan, no? Ito, if this candle um, continues to go on the next 12 days, no? July 26, this is already due for a breakout or breakdown. Okay, breakout or breakdown. Okay. Um, yeah, breakout or breakdown. We'll see. No, we are going to see. And then, alam ko na, this is already out of the 0.618, eh, diba? Na-chart nyo na ba to, guys? This is already out of the 0.618 fib, no? From a retracement standpoint. Yeah, bagsak na nga actually. Bagsak na sa 0.618. Here. Right? So, yan, mamagsak na. And if you go to the 1 hour, yan, mamagsak na nga, actually. So, ang support nito, mag-bounce to guys, magba-bounce na to sa 30,084, 30,132, 30,132. Support na yan. Tapos, it can potentially even go at 28. Pag si 28, pag si 30,000 binasag pa nito, pag 28,000 punta nito, abang kayo ng short order dito sa baba. Abang kayo ng short order sa 30,100. Yan, pag nag-breakout ha, pag nag-breakout. Wala, bagsak na yan, 30,000. Sabi ko nga hapon, it could further go down. Okay? So, lagyan mo na lang ng other indicators like MACD. Let me check if it is the RSI of this. Teka lang. RSI. Oh, ayun na nga. Ayun na nga, nauntog na nga sa 30. Sa 30. Nauntog na si Teka lang. Nauntog na siya, nauntog na po. And then let's try to put another one here. Okay. Let me try to study this one first, okay? So RSI, this one, lowest one is this. You have one pa here. And then you have RSI here, 24. The lowest was 19. 19 nga yung lowest natin. Tapos we have 21, 20. Okay, understood. Okay, nag-correct na siya eh. Sorry, nag-bounce na pala. Sorry, okay. Ayan, actually pataas na siya. Let me try to change this to 1 hour. Ayan, so nagla-lighten na yung mood niya, no? Hindi na siya galit. Nagla-lighten na siya, mamaya magbo-bullish na to. Pero siguro pag mag-bullish to, baka bumaba pa to. Yes, can further go down. So antay na lang kayo sa mag-antay kayo sa 30. Again, one of the strong support is 30,000. Tanggalin ko lang tong line na to. Okay. Yeah, 30,132. That is the strong support. And then, sumunod na 28,000. 28,000, yung pinakailalim ng Fib na yan. Yan ang strong support niyan. Hanapin natin yan. 28,700. So, pag bumasag pa ng 30,000, 30,100 something, then baba, abang ng order sa baba. Or try to short it pagkaroon ng confirmation candle after breakdown, no? Confirmation candle after breakdown, okay? Ang haba ng consolidation, hindi pa umaakyat eh. No? Hindi pa umaakyat. So, we'll see about that. Kapag nagsa-scalping kayo, wag muna because it's below the 618 line. If you're doing buying long, do not do a 20x ha. Ilang beses ko na sinasabi. If you're actually doing a buying long trade, no, wag kang gagawa ng 20x. Kailangan 3x lang or 2x kung pwede. Tapos, wag kang gagawa ng liquidation within these 3 strings, no? Within this 3. Tapos dapat nasa ilalim, no, nasa around 20, within the 28 level ka, below 28 level or above the 37 level. Mas maganda yung ganyang kalala yung liquidation lines. Okay? Kasi yun eh. I mean, yung tapos na yung grayscale, 'di ba? So nag-unlock na sila. Well, I don't think it's complete already, but they have already unlocked. Pero wala pa ako nakikitang volume, no? It looks like the volume is still very low, no? Very low pa din yung volume comparatively. Okay? Tapos, diniscuss ko na din ito yung Wyckoff model natin, as I've said, nire-reinforce naman niya yung findings ni coach, 'no. Yung Wyckoff model is actually telling us na it's just going to be consolidating within this particular area, okay. Tapos let me just try to look kung mahahanap ko si Wyckoff dito. Let me try to open that. Okay, so yan. So it's currently within the consolidation phase, no? Within the consolidation phase. It could further take, I don't know, weeks. Let's make it 2 weeks. Kailangan mag-breakout na to. Kailangan to mag-breakout na, no, within 2 weeks. No, 12 days tingnan natin kung ito ay bibigay talaga, no. 12 weeks. 12 days. 12 days, 12 days, 12 days. Tingnan natin. One more time. Teka lang. Ayun. Okay. Let me try to do yan, a trend line. Mukha nga talaga tong ano, mukha talagang ilang days na lang, no? Tingnan po natin kung ito ay magiging totoo. Let's do a 1 day. Yan. Lapit na yan, guys. Hintayin natin. Hintayin natin, mag-abang kayo ng orders dito. Mag-abang na. Mag-abang na kayo. Yan. Nabuo na naman yung dragon. Okay? Let me try to ask kung may mga questions. Wait lang. Question, bakit po RSI 30 ginagamit ninyo? Because si RSI 14, sometimes it gives you a false signal, especially on a sideways trend. No? Sideways kasi yung trend natin. Mas reliable sa 30 days. Thank you, Art Style. Don't forget to hit like. Ayun. Alright. Salamat po sa response. If you're new to my channel, JR, please click on subscribe and thank you for being here. Salamat. Teka lang, baka puro merong wrench tool yung nagre-reply dito. News sa Axie. So, Axie, I think, what's happening right now, obviously, meron pa rin, kailangan merong gawing malaki sila developers, no? Developers in terms of widening the ecosystem para hindi naglalag. Sobrang dami na po kasi. And kahapon pinakita sa akin ng mga managers natin, ang dami pa rin bumibili ng Axie. Almost paki-type nyo nga Joyce or Nico, ilan yung, I think mga 40,000 axis for the past 24 hours yung binibenta eh. I think isa sa mga drivers nito, obviously is yung freezing play, yung not so good, yung lagging kumbaga, no. I think this is because sabi nga natin nung unang-unang show natin, kailangan nila magsunog. They need to burn axis, no. Pati yung mga bago nating mga kunyari yung DeFi pet, no. Those ecosystems will obviously flourish. Maganda mga investments 'yan. All right, yung mga tinatawag nating self-economics, no. Self-economics kasi meron ka ng kinikita sa sarili mong ecosystem. Meron kang scholar, meron kang investor, meron kang player, meron kang manager. So there's an ecosystem within yourself. So the self-ecosystem phenomenon, no? So maganda 'yan if you're actually earning and go with it basta make sure that you also try to put a structure within your system. Okay, huwag kang lang pasok ng pasok. All right? Tagal sa PI nako. RGP nas totoo 'yan. Nako yung PSEI na 'yan. Ay nako. Ang tagal. ang may volume na lang yan si Mond Nissen, no? Yung bagong kakalis lang. Alright, Coach, ano observation ninyo kay Shiba? Shiba will take time. Shiba is still a high potential token. it will really take a long time, right? Really take a long time. Someone needs to burn a lot of tokens para tumaas yung value niyan. I think it could always go back to the point 0.8 level, even point 0.9 or 1.10, but again, it would take time. So just be patient on that. All right. What else? Perusal. Boy, kamusta na Perusal verse? Daming scammer ginagamit crypto sa source ng investment, takbuhan ng pagmalaki ang sumato. Exactly. Nako, talagang kasi alam nyo guys, sa totoo lang naturally kasi ang society natin, we're really looking for quick rich mechanisms eh. Hindi lang naman tayo actually nung 19 nung mga marami na matagal na yung mga ganyan Marami ni mga ganyan. Naniniwala ba kayo na itong ganitong mga scam is matagal na, hindi lang noon pa, no? Tandaan nyo, nung 1926, si Charles Ponzi, di ba? This guy is actually, hinatulan ng guilty yan, he was indicted, no? By a Duval County grand jury, no, on the 1926, no? Because gumawa siya ng scheme na kung nung una magwo-work yan, no? Pero pag what if, for example, everyone withdraws their money, sira yung system mo. No, the Ponzi system, 'di ba? So, maraming ganyan guys, no? Yung Martin Gales, tinuro ko dun sa mga estudyante ko yung Martin Gales test, yung scheme, no? Alam niyo ba yung Martin Gales scheme, ginamit yan sa US, sa Tether scam, Ginamit yan yung betting scheme na yan. So, hindi nyo alam kung anong sinasabi nung nagpapataya sa inyo, pero yung binibigay niyan yan based on the Martin Gale betting system model yan. Kung hindi nyo alam yan, Google ninyo para makita nyo what does that mean. Kasi in essence, yung system na yan, yung value of investments nyo pinapalaki just to recover the losses. No? At habang lumalaki yung taya, there's a potential for you to recover the loss, so on and so forth. No? Anyways, let me check if there's other questions dito. Thank you for all of those that just joined. Welcome sa ating show and channel. All right, let me check. Coach, bababa po ba talaga todo ang Axie? Let me go to Axie, guys. So, hindi ko alam, baka kasi siguro nag-withdraw na si Coach kaya nagbabaan na talaga. This candle will still go down. Based on this candle formation, bababa pa to. Based on this candle formation. Candle pa lang, hanap tayo ng confirmation. One more. MACD, ayan guys. This one will go down. Look at this MACD formation. Ayan, pag humalik na yan, alam nyo na gagawin nyo. Pag humalik na yan, alam nyo na gagawin nyo. Let's try to look for the 4 hours. Humalik na to Ayan, humalik na nga in 4 hours. And then yung 1 hour, try to see. Humalik na, ayan. So right now, let's try to use perfect cone shape, no? Cone shape yan, bumagsak na dito actually. Nabasag na yung 0.618. This can further go down. Pero ang pangsasalo mo dito, masag na Ang sasalo mo dito, ano na? 13.10 na. Pero teka lang guys, no? Kasi it's okay not to use your extensions kasi nag-retrace na to Nag-retrace na. Teka lang So, nag-retrace na to. Our retracement here. Retracement 1, 2, 3. In this area. Let's try to check this. Hanggang saan pupunta to? Mukhang strong to Mukhang strong to guys. Mukhang magba-bounce 'to. Tingnan natin. Ang strong, eh. Alright. Let me see. Retracement here. From here. Mukhang strong 'to. I think this one, so ito yung tinatawag nating trend resistance breakout, consolidation that's insulated, Fibonacci where the magic happens. This is the long pullback, and I think it's trying to look for a support, no? It's trying to look for a support. This one is the first support. This one is your marami na tong babasaging support, guys. Ano na to, 16.8. Mukhang ano, my take on this, let me check MACD, no? And let me check MACD and let me check BB50. 50, 0.2. Nabasag na. 0.250. Let me check the 1 day. Hindi pa. 4 hours. Masag na, oh. Bumasag sa 4 hours na to. Okay. So, then sa 1 hour, okay, let me put RSIs. Mm-hmm. 4 hours. Teka lang, ha. Okay, so based on the, let me open, I cannot see the MACD. So this MACD line, bullish, pero wag kang papakampante dito, ha. So mukhang magbabounce ito. Mukhang magbabounce ito. Antay ka lang ng confirmation candle. Kung estudyante kita, alam mo na yan. Antay ka ng confirmation candle. Ano pa to, eh? Hindi pa to confirmation candle na to, itong pangatlo, pero si MACD hindi pa nag-a-agree. So baka tumaas to, mag-recover. Baka mag-recover to pataas. So antayin mo lang. Baka mag-recover to pataas, ha, but again, at this point, antayin mo mag-bounce doon sa taas, no? Pataas. Baka saluhin ng support na to, eh. Saluhin nito, no? Yan, support yan. Itong bounce area na yan. Eh, nag-bounce 1, then dyan na siya nag-bounce, no? Nag-correct dito. Tapos, ayan, tingnan natin kung magba-bounce nga siya dyan. Tingnan natin. Ang galing ko si BB50. Ayan. Ang galing ko si MACD, tsaka si RSI. Ang galing ko yung volume. Ayan, no? Dito nag-bounce, eh. Nag-bounce. So, ayan, nag-bounce nga siya doon din. Ayan. Magkano to? 16.10. 16.10. So, antayin nyo na lang yan, guys. Baka mag-bounce yan dyan, no? Lagyan nyo lang ng indicators. Pero ang tingin ko dito, hanggat ni nila inaayos yung lag nila, yung system issues nila, this can potentially consolidate, no? Magko-consolidate yan, no? Consolidation yan. Or it can further go down. Ang malakas mo ng support dyan, antayin mo dyan yung malakas mong support around this area na. Around 14 na, 14 something na. Okay? Let me try to answer if there's any other questions. Naka-short daw siya sa 16 si Alan. Hey, Alan. Wag kang mag-ano ka Alan kasi mag-bounce yan, umakyat yan. Pero pag nag-break tong sa 16 level na to, baka mag-15 pa yan. Pag nag-break tong 16, baka mag-15 pa yan. Ayun, naglalaro dito eh. Okay, si SLP, let's try to look at SLP. SLP will follow, guys. SLP will follow. It will follow para siyang dominance ni parang dominance ni Axie kay BTC sa altcoins. Siyempre may dominance siyang tinatawag, no. Ito common bounce area to. Itong nilagay ko. So bounce 1 2 no. Tapos correction points din to, yan no. Correction points, no. So malamang ito magbababa pa to pero magba-bounce lang ulit dito sa anong price to? 20.23. 0.23. Okay, 0.23 yan. Baka mag-bounce yan dyan. Okay, wag kayong mag-iiwan ng mga guys ng mga positions ngayong panahon na to, baka biglang bumulusok si BTC pababa, maiwan kayo. Okay? Pantayin nyo maigi ha. Pantayin nyo maigi. And baka mag-bounce yan dito sa 20.2338. Common bounce point yan. Okay? Tapos, ano pa ba? Trend line. Ayun. Magba-bounce nga yan dito. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And then, ano pa bang question ninyo? Thanks, Ron. Sa 0.55 na ba? Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. Coach, analysis po ba kayo sa DPET? Gagawa natin ng yan? Gawa natin ng, marami nang humingi sa akin dyan ng analysis sa DPET. Gawa natin yan. Gawa natin yung DPET na yan. Alright, sige. Okay, it's 10:58 guys, no? Sa mga gustong magpa-charting gawin natin bukas, Tuesday. Wala naman tayong special na gagawin bukas. We have a special Thursday charting, Friday Real Talk, and then Saturday Night Live. At sa Sunday, meron pong kakanta. Antabayanan nyo po yan. Antabayanan nyo po yung kakanta na yan, no? Antabayanan nyo po yung kakanta na yan. Okay, si XRP, nakita ko lang yung tanong, no? Si XRP, sasaluhin niya ni Ito yung mga common support areas mo dyan. Ayan, common support mo. 0.52 tsaka 0.50. Very, very strong na yan. Very strong na yan. No? Kasi kung i-fib ko pa to, bumagsak na eh. Wala na to sa 0.618. Bumagsak na to. Sagutin ko lang na mabilis tong tanong na to. Sandali. Si Noel. Ayan na, bagsak na sa 0.786 na. Either mag-bounce na to sa 0.56 or tumaas na yan. Or mag-bounce na yan pataas kasi nasa 0.786 na. No? Ang pinakamalalim na nito, yung pinaka-recent niya, 0.50. Technical charting wise. So, of course, pina-follow lang naman niya yung dominance ng Bitcoin. So, pag ganyan, pag bumaba si Bitcoin ng bumasag ng 30K level, expect mo na tong si XRP, baka pumalo ulit ng 0.50 yan. So, wag kang magle-liquidation line within the 0.50. Dapat nasa 0.4 pababa. Okay, tandaan mo yan ha. Okay? Sige. Sige na guys. Maraming salamat sa inyo at thank you for all of your help and support. No, guys, marami tayong announcements. Pakibasa. Marami na akong pinalabas na announcements tulad ng investors. If you are an Axie investor, panoodin mo ang aking mga posts, no? I actually posted a lot of things doon sa ating YouTube channel, no? I posted a lot of things there. Bukod sa, of course, i-promote ko na rin yung ating testimonial ni Alan sa mga hindi nakapanood ng Alumni Night kahapon. Panoorin po ninyo yung kanyang testimonial. Nilagay na po natin yun, no? Alright, yan. Kung ikaw ay nasa video na po natin yung. So, thank you, Alan, for allowing us to post your testimonial. I appreciate you. And greetings din dyan sa mga taga Middle East, Happy Eid, no? And then of course, if you're willing Axie investor, please sign up on this link. Okay, if you are an investor, please sign up on this link. Okay, Axie investor, please sign up. Meron tayong link dito, buksan mo yan. And then, of course, yung testimonial ni Alan, thank you sa'yo. No? An exciting and inspirational OFW testimony. Panoorin mo yung video na yan, pinablish na natin. And then, if you are a scholar, pasok ka na din, no? Apply here. Meron tayong application form for a scholarship sa mga Axie scholars na gustong pumasok. Right? And then, of course, happy Happy Eid tayo. Tapos, congratulations sa mga nanalo. Lahat po kayo na-claim nyo na yung award. Congratulations to Emma for $50. Congratulations to Choi, Bernadette, $50, and Irene, $30. Congratulations to Chicky, to Clarissa, to Ann Scheider, to Cyprus, and to Jeff for getting $20. Congratulations to Kamaru, to Arvin, to Alden, to Borge, and to Kiko Paulo for getting $10 each. Congratulations. Ayan, so tatandaan mo din yan. And tomorrow, ilalabas natin yung video natin, no? It is a very inspirational video. My greatest trades and plays in my life happened when I had my moment of pause. Okay? So, panoorin mo yan. Lalabas natin yung napakaganda po niyan. Pinaghandaan ko po yung speech na yan. At I'm excited na ilalabas po natin na public, no? On a grand public, yung ating speech about what does that mean? My greatest trade in my life happened when I had my moment of pause. Okay? And then, sorry, one more thing, guys. If you want to be like Alan, si Alan na naging very effective and profitable na OFW, no? So, panoorin mo to. And then, if you want to be profitable like Alan and Hollow Blocks at sa sobrang dami na pong nagpapatotoo, ay i-acknowledge ko rin, no, si Ron. Si Ron, estudyante natin from Russia. Acknowledge ko lang siya. Siya po yung nag-testimony na nabawi na po niya yung kanyang pinang-enroll. Dahil siya po ay nanalo na po. Siya po ay naging very profitable na. So hanapin ko yan maya-maya. Pero meron siyang tinatayan, bawi na yung love fee. Sabi niya, Coach, bawi na yung love fee ko. So sabi ko, nakaka-proud ka naman. Sabi niya dito, no, Coach, ayan sabi niya. Kumita na po ako sa breakout, $17. Thank you so much, Coach. At sa KSM, nag-try po ako mag-futures. Kumita po ako ng $44. Ha ha ha. Bawi ko na po yung love fee mo sa beginner and intermediate course. Thank you po talaga, Coach. The best po ang mga turo ninyo dahil ang dami ko po natututunan. So guys, thank you sa mga ganitong testimonial. Maraming salamat. Yan, from Russia, na-miss ko na yan si Ron, yung klase nila Amy, no? Nakaka-miss yung mga estudyante ko yan. Sabi niya, Coach, nabawi ko na yung love fee mo. Nabawi na daw niya. Sige, kung gusto mo maging tulad din yan, parang free na rin yung free na rin yung binayaran mo, mag-enroll ka na din sa ating course, no? Meron akong weekend course para sa mga beginner, no? Ang upcoming course natin is going to be on July 27. That's Tuesday to Friday. We have a 5:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. course. And we have intermediate class from 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. No? Antabayanan mo yan para ikaw ay matuto din. Tapos, gumawa na po tayo ng weekend course. No? Weekend course para po sa mga estudyante natin na may mga trabaho. We're actually opening a 2-day weekend course on Saturday, August 1 and August 8. It's going to be the beginner batch number 10 weekend class, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then you have your July 30 and August 7. July 30 and August 7, it's gonna be 2 Sundays, batch number 9 for intermediate weekend. So kung hindi ka pwede ng weekday dahil meron kang trabaho, I'm inviting you to join the beginner and intermediate course. Gawin mo ng sabayan, beginner and intermediate, no? Kung ikaw ay bago, so gawin mo na yung beginner na yan and 2 Saturdays and gawin mo na yung dalawang intermediate 2 Sundays. So yan. So very good and sana ay matulungan ka ng ating program to be very profitable. Invest ka lang muna sa learning. You need to invest on learning and you need to continue to learn before you earn. All right? So with that said, maraming salamat sa inyo, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Again, see you, and I love you 3,000. See you guys and I love you. Bye.